American soul food done the right way. I've heard of soul food, I think it's what, comfort food, like southern food, or is it something completely different? I mean, this just looks delicious. Like, I think we could see mac and cheese, this cornbread, chicken, like this plate of food. I would destroy this plate of food in less than 5 minutes. I need to get me some American soul food.
Hey y'all, today we're going to make a delicious soul food meal with some candied yams, mac and cheese, buttermilk fried chicken,
Oh my
cornbread,
God.
and green beans. Y'all,
Please.
if you are making this meal for your family, they need to be doing something special for you, okay? Because this is going to take a little bit of time, but it's so going to be worth it. As you can see, I am cleaning my
Wow, she
chicken.
really
I'm using
cleans that
chicken wings
chicken.
here. I rinsed them with some water, a little bit of vinegar.
A lot of people don't even wash their chicken. They'll literally just put straight from the packet, season it into the oven. I like the fact she's really cleaning it, especially with the lime.
And I'm just scrubbing them with some lime. You can use any cut of chicken that you like. I rinse it off just to make sure there's no feathers or any dirt or anything like that. You want to clean your sink and make sure, of course, you wash those hands. One thing is for sure is that we are seasoning this chicken down to the bone. Okay, y'all that don't be putting no seasonings on your chicken. Salt, pepper, and garlic powder chicken. We don't do that. I see you, okay? And I'm trying to come for you and encourage you to use some flavor. As you see, I've already gone in.
I fully agree with her. You got to season. I don't think you can never season it too much. I mean, obviously you can, but I mean, it's hard to season something too much. Like, the more the better. The more the better.
With some Maggi seasoning, a little bit of bouillon, and I'm using some Lowry's. Y'all know we love some Lowry's on that chicken. I'm putting on some ginger powder, and as well as some black pepper and some rosemary. You got to go in with the herbs on the chicken. I also love to use some sage and thyme on the chicken, this salt-free Cajun seasoning, which I've showed y'all how to make already, and some garlic that I've busted. Now, the garlic, the sage, the thyme, we are just busting that and crushing it so that we can get the flavor. All right, it's going to infuse into the buttermilk, and it is going to give a nice taste. But we're not going to fry that, because they're fresh ingredients and they're really just going to burn in the oil.
I know the smell coming off this bowl right now is I can almost smell it through the screen. I need someone to make me a plate of food like this. Please.
You don't need to douse your chicken in buttermilk, okay? Just put a little bit. Cover it enough, and that is enough to get your chicken tender. I see some people pouring in the whole cow, trying to tenderize the chicken. It's not needed. All right, just cover it. And then put a little hot sauce in for the little flavor. Even if you don't like spicy food, add the hot sauce. It gives flavor. It's not spicy, not gonna burn your mouth. Just seasoning down to the bone. Of course, when you want that chicken right, you gotta marinate it overnight. So cover it and let it sit in the fridge. I'm using
Sweet
4
potato.
medium-sized sweet potatoes for my candied yams. 2 large sweet potatoes would be perfect here. Peel them top and tail.
I always struggle to get my sweet potato fries crispy. They always end up soggy. Like, what am I doing wrong?
Pieces and cut into a 1/2 inch thickness of rounds. In a hot pan, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of salted butter and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I really do not like super sweet yams, but if you do, use about 3/4 cup to 1 cup of brown sugar instead. Let this candy and caramelize for about 3 minutes, stirring it constantly, and then go on with your spices. I'm using cinnamon here, fresh ginger for that delicious fresh flavor. I'm grating in some fresh nutmeg, okay? And I'm just doing this to my own taste. I'm going to stir this up into that buttery sugar mixture, and then I'm adding a capful of vanilla extract. You have to really candy the sugar and the butter, hence the name candy.
God, I'm so hungry. I've not even seen like the meal come together yet. I'm just imagining eating this. Oh.
Yams, right? It's going to add a different layer
So
of
the
flavor.
in go the yams.
The in goes your sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Now it's going to be tempting to add some water. Don't do it, okay? Yams produce a lot of water on their own. So all you need to do is turn your heat down to low. On an electric stove, mine is at about like a 2 or a 3. Put on your top and let it just simmer for about 45 minutes undisturbed. It will produce its own water. Look, y'all, my macaroni and cheese is the you can bring the mac at Thanksgiving good. And one of the secrets is cooking those noodles in some chicken broth. Today I'm going to do a roux for my mac and cheese. So I'm putting in half a stick of butter with 2 tablespoons of flour. We're going to toast this flour to
roux. Like, what is roux? Is it like the starter for a sauce, like the sort of the first sort of foundation of a sauce?
give it a
I've heard it referred to quite a lot in cooking recipes.
nice flavor. It's going to cook out the rawness, and it's going to be a perfect thickener for the roux. After about a minute or 2, this is what it will look like. And then I'm going in with a full can of evaporated milk. I think this adds a nice flavor over just using whole milk because it's so creamy and concentrated. And then 1.5 cups of heavy cream.
Wow, 1.5 cups. This food I know is going to be delicious, but it would definitely have me big. Like, what's that song that's been popular? Big back, big back. This song would have me having a massive back, unless you were doing, massive cardio every day to try and stay in shape. Because I wouldn't be able to say no to this food. Like, I'd just be eating it anytime it's in front of me.
Got to use heavy cream, guys. Okay, the fat content will change your mac and cheese. Use 8 ounces of your favorite cheese. Today I'm using Kobe Jack, but anything that you like would be perfect. To flavor my roux, I'm using some Cajun seasoning just to taste, as well as some hot sauce. I'll be adding a little garlic powder and black pepper later on, but you just have to do this to taste, guys.
Interesting. So the hot sauce, like with mac and cheese, but I suppose you only put a drop in, so it's not going to be overpowering.
Okay, it's whatever you like. At this point, I thought my roux was a little bit thick, so I went in with 1/2 cup of water, but chicken broth would be the perfect thing to use here. And I'm adding 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese to enhance that cheesy flavor. And then I'm going to go in with my noodles. At this stage, the roux is perfect. So, you could let this just be stovetop mac, but we're going to fight if you like stovetop mac, because I only do baked mac, okay? You ain't invited to the cookout. No, I'm just playing with you guys. Y'all all could come, right? But I just really like baked mac. So into my pan, I am going to add all my noodles and all of this delicious cheesiness. In the comments, guys, let me know if you enjoy me doing these full meal episodes, or if you just want me to stick to doing one dish at a time. I would really enjoy you all's feedback. Or if you have anything that you want me to make, just let me know in the comments.
God, please. Someone, please bring me a plate of this. Please.
Of course, I'm going to go in with my sharp cheddar cheese on the top. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake this mac and cheese for about 25 minutes. Next up, we gonna fry this chicken, y'all. Okay, now to get a extra crispy fried chicken coating, you need a starch. Today I'm using potato starch, but cornstarch would work. Of course, you're going to need flour, and I'm just putting in about 1/2 cup of that starch. Season your flour with the salt-free Cajun seasoning, a little bit of seasoning salt, just do that to your own taste. Some garlic powder, a little bit of white pepper.
I love that she seasons very generously. Like, that this food is not good. There's no chance that this food is going to be bland. There is no chance. No chance.
I'm also going to use thyme for an herbal note, and then I'm going to add my lid onto my flour bin, and I'm just going to mix it. If you would like to do this in a plate, feel free. I've let my chicken sit out for 30 minutes to come to room temperature, and then I'm going to shake off the fresh herbs and the fresh garlic and the buttermilk. I'm going to toss it into my container, shake it vigorously to coat it with flour, and then I'm going to set it aside on the plate. Now, when you take it out of this Tupperware, you need to make sure that you knock off all of the excess flour. If you don't knock it off, it is going to actually fall just into your cooking oil. It's going to burn and leave your oil with a really bad taste.
Oh. But if you shake off too much of the flour, won't that cause the chicken to not have enough of like a crust to it? But I suppose there's enough flour on here to ensure there's going to be a good crust, right?
I'm going to do the rest of my chicken this same way, adding it to my flour, shaking the coat, and then putting it on my plate to rest.
Mate, I'm so ready for her to put that in the fryer. I just want to see the golden brown color of it.
Allow my chicken to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes so that the coating will become moist. You need to do this so that it will stick to the batter. If you would like a extra crunchy coated chicken,
dip it
after
again.
it sits, dip it back into your buttermilk, and then toss it back into the flour again. I didn't do all of them this way, but I just wanted to show you 3 of them as an example if you really like that double coated crunchy chicken. And of course, just let it sit. Fill up whatever you're going to fry in with canola oil or vegetable oil and allow it to come up to about 350 degrees. I test mine with a chopstick, and then I'm putting all the little chicken wings in the pool, y'all, okay? Only 4, don't overcrowd it. If you are using chicken legs or chicken thighs, you can fry that as well. To fry the chicken wings, I only fry them for about 11 minutes. If you're doing chicken legs, it's going to take about 13 to 15 minutes. Thighs are going to take about 15 to 16 minutes.
I'm guessing that was one of the wings that she double dipped in the flour and the seasoning.
Because they're a little thicker, especially if you're doing those really big pieces of chicken. I really suggest you fry dark meat because it's going to be juicier unless you're using chicken breast to say do chicken tenders. Between batches, clean out your oil, and then I'm setting mine.
Look at the color. It's perfect. It is perfect. Golden brown. Perfect.
Side on a rack. Y'all see that newspaper? Okay. Went old school on it. Okay. No paper towels today. Okay. Now my green beans are going to be semi-homemade. Just using a little bit of butter, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, that Cajun seasoning, better than bouillon. I drained out the can, and I'm going to just cook and warm up these green beans and all the seasonings and all the flavor. I really didn't want to do fresh green beans after I had went through all of this, all of what I was doing today. And you know what? It doesn't matter. Your family's going to love it. Add a little butter to your candied yams right there at the end.
For some
just to give it that delicious flavor. And guys, do you see this crunchy chicken? So crunchy. Sweet candied yams. Delicious green beans. I've showed you guys how to make that buttermilk cornbread in a different video.
I need this. I need it. I need it.
Macaroni.
The mac and cheese is perfect. Look at the crust. I've never seen a better looking mac and cheese. Never. This is perfect.
Onion cheese, gooey, delicious. Right? This is a full spread.
This woman can cook.
Now, of course, I'm going to show y'all how this mac and cheese looks. It is so good. It is so cheesy.
Wow.
Do you see this?
Wow.
Do you see this, guys?
Oh my God. I just want to dip a fork. I just want to dip a fork. Just dip it.
These candied yams are perfectly seasoned for me. Not overly sweet. Those green beans have a great flavor. You'd love them even though they're from the can. It doesn't matter. It's so delicious. Guys, I hope you
Unbelievable.
enjoy this.
Bravo. Bravo. This lady can cook, man. This was just unreal. Unbelievable. The chicken and the mac and cheese for me are the two highlights. Like, I need to taste this. Like, I don't want to just taste, I want to taste exactly that. I'm going to try and maybe send her an email. Like, can you invite me to the cookout? I'll see if I can, see if I can fly in. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.